Okay? Everybody is where they want to be when it comes to my older 3 children. I never talk about them on my platform because my platform ain't about them. I came to y'all with the struggle of Ezekiel, not my other 3 kids. They're not going to be in discussion. And that's probably going to be one of the rare, this is going to be one of the rare moments where I talk about them, even just for that second. What people don't understand is I don't have family. I don't have a mom. I don't have a dad. They're both passed. When my mom gave me up because my uncle was molesting me and they found semen inside of me when I was 3 years old, and she told them she didn't want to see her brother go to jail because that's her fucking brother, in that moment I felt like she chose him over me. When it was brought up at the funeral, when we were putting together my mom's funeral, I got put out the funeral. I almost didn't show up to my own mom's funeral at all. At all. I felt the way because I felt like, damn, you didn't love me. I just feel lonely, unwanted, used, not a part of anything. And this is why I turn on the camera and I talk. Because I genuinely don't have anybody to talk to. I sit here all day on my iPad because, yes, like I said, I have things covered. I know how to manage my money, all of that. I have a $1,200 credit card, a $500 credit card, a $1,000 credit card. But I don't spend that unless it's an emergency. Why? Because I don't have a job to pay that back. I got those credit cards when I had a job when I was making $2,000 a month. Worked on my credit score. That was something that I had a goal to do and get one credit card. And then I just went crazy and got 2 and 3. And I keep them paid as much as I can. The one that I keep paid the most is the $1,200 one. I only owe $6 on my $1,200 credit card. I make shit work and I make shit shake. And that's just how I always been. I know how to manage my credit cards even with little income. The income I get is only $900 a month. What? I got a $70 internet bill, a $90-something phone bill, and that's because I have the latest iPhone, and it's $30 a month to pay till you pay it off, and then $60 for the bill. And who says I'm not allowed to have what I want? Not only that, Ezekiel don't want for shit when it comes to me. I spend my money before I touch my credit cards. And I make sure I have enough before I do it. Y'all seen in one of the vlogs I paid $200 for his Mamaroo. He got a playpen right here. I think I paid like $150 for that. And it's a 3-tier playpen. It's 2 bassinets and then the playpen. Got heli stuff. Different type of chairs, different type of rockers. Got a whole car seat, stroller combo. He ain't wanting for shit when it come to me. His dad, I can't speak for that because his dad still ain't did nothing for him in these 6 months. While I was pregnant with him, he kept saying, I got like $5,000 put up for him. I got like $9,000 put up for him. I got like, and I ain't seen all that I got like put up for him that he had been saying he got. Ain't did a damn thing. I'm just out here doing it by myself. And people watching what it is, everything for what it is. They clocked his tea. He didn't like that shit, but it got clocked. And it needed to get clocked. Because if I can't tell you doing wrong and you ain't doing enough, then maybe you need to hear from professionals that are professionals in the game with children that take people's kids all day to tell you you not stepping up enough. And they did. And he didn't like it. And one of the other reasons why I'm leaving him alone, because of that. Hasn't done anything for Ezekiel. He think being there for Ezekiel physically is enough. Meaning showing up to visit and holding him. Okay, but he needs your money too. I asked him for $100 for the high chair I wanted to get him that was on Amazon. I text him Thursday and let him know, hey, I'm about to order his high chair. Can you make sure you bring it next visit? Didn't get an answer. I'm scared to order and send it to his address because I don't know if the nigga in jail for driving under suspended license. I don't know if the nigga that got stabbed to death by a girl that found out he was cheating on her because he do a lot of too much. And I don't know if he in the hospital somewhere because of his medication. So I'm not going to just order it and ship it to his address and he ain't there. I could ship it to my address, but the way that the door is set up in this high rise is you can't buzz your company in, you can't buzz the UPS man in, and you can't buzz the FedEx man in. If there's nobody at that door and they're delivering a package to you, they'll turn around and take the package back. And see me, I'm the type of person, when I'm downstairs at that door, if I see the UPS man, the FedEx man, I don't care whose package it is, I open the door. Because I know how that feels to not get your package when you expecting it. It had been times when I was sitting up here waiting on my package, waiting on my phone to say, your delivery is here 1-2 spaces away. And I ain't made it down the elevator fast enough. He done pulled off with my package and took it back. And now I got to chase it at the post office or the FedEx building and find out where it's at. And that's why I ship my stuff to my baby dad's house, because he has a apartment where they just sit it on his porch and he'll just bring it to me next visit. So I didn't text him and told him I got the high chair. I'm trying to ship it to your address. Blase, but he ain't answered me back. I got to make sure he ain't stabbed to death by some chick. I got to make sure he ain't go to jail for driving under license. And I got to make sure that he not in the hospital or something and my package just sitting on his doorstep. I mean, I could actually deliver it and then go pick it up, but still. I don't invade nobody's privacy that I ain't with. I'm just going to tell you what it is, and then you tell me what it is and what it ain't. Or if it's okay or not. I'm just tired of feeling lonely. Another thing. When I move, okay, I'm tired of being lonely, and I'm debating having a relationship with, like, the foster mom that has Ezekiel, because I just don't feel comfortable with everybody. And then another thing, you work for CSB. You work for Children's Services. But I'm starting to feel pressured a little bit because she's starting to say stuff like, oh, Ezekiel has 2 moms and 2 dads who really love him, speaking about me and his biological father and her husband. And I don't want her to get too excited because I'm not planning on hanging on to you for dear life. I don't care what I'm going through in life. I could easily send my baby with you for the weekend. Something could go wrong. Speaking of, like, something I didn't do your way, and you could get mad because a social worker is over there visiting your other child who's a foster child, and you could explain a little bit too much of something that we going through, and they could take my baby, and now my baby back in the fucking circle, and I ain't got, no. I'm not ready to deal with all of that. I just want to be left alone when my baby come home. Another thing, I'm tired of feeling used by people around me and fake friends. I stayed with a fake friend before I moved in here, and I was paying her $250 in rent. She was on Section 8 getting food stamps. And I'm just the type of person, I'm not a mooch, and I don't believe in mooching and living off of people. Wherever I stay, I pay my rent. I gave her $250 a month for rent, on top of whatever was covering the rent. And then I was giving her all of my food stamps. And during that time, COVID was still giving out. They was about to stop giving out extra stamps. So it was like $350 I was getting in stamps. And I'm only getting like 2 something now. It was like $400 I think I was getting in stamps, $450. And I was giving her all of my stamps because she's a big cooker. She can cook. And I was like, I don't have no problem. She feeding both of us. I'm going to just give her my food stamp card and go ahead and give her $250 for the rent. I went down, got this apartment, got the key for it months later. Like, I stayed with her for about 4, 5, 6 months maybe. And I went and they called me for an apartment. They told me to pick out 3 of them. I picked this one. I've been here since I picked it. And then after I picked it, what happened was I came back to her house after I had paid her. Mind you, I paid her rent on the 1st of the month. And it's now the 14th or the 15th. I go down and get my keys on the 14th or 15th. I pay my deposit and pro rent rate, whatever. And they give me my keys. I get my keys. I go back to her house and I said, I got my keys today. And she's on the phone 3-way, 4-way, 6-way, 8-way, 10-way. Because with a whole bunch of people. Like, she would call 2 people. And then the other person she on the phone with would call 2, 3 people. And they all was besties, westies, whatever. And they're all on the phone. And when I come home and tell her, girl, I got my keys, I'm excited and everything. You know what she said? Well, I'll move in today. I will go get my apartment and move into my apartment today. I said I would do that, but it's all hard floors. I don't got nothing to sleep on. I wouldn't care. I would give me a blanket and a pillow and go. Baby, did you forget that I gave you $250 for rent? And that could have been used towards an air mattress? Baby, did you forget that I gave you all of my food stamps and I ain't got no way to move into my apartment with no food? Oh, so since you got everything, you don't give a fuck about me, huh? Just go move in and be fucked up out here. I had credit cards, but the fact was I was waiting on my next check, my next SSI check, mind you, to hit so I could use cash instead of using my credit card and spending it all up, and now I got to pay it back. When I could just be patient and wait for my check, and it was only the 15th of the month, and I could have waited instead of exhausting my credit card. I had to exhaust my credit card to move into my apartment, but it's okay because everything came together. I got a bed, a $200 mattress, pots, pans. I just went on ahead and went shopping. You know how I left her house? My baby dad said, pack your shit and let's go. I'm going to go move you into your apartment since she acting funky like that. When I say she was acting funky, I had used my food stamps to pay for a lot of the grocery items. She gave me the receipt so I could scan it on Fetch Rewards because I use Fetch Rewards to get points and gift cards. And when I scanned it, I saw that she had got like 2 things of water off of my food stamp card. When I tell you she took the whole thing of water and took it in her room and then put bottles of water and she bought the ice off my food stamp card and put the ice in her freezer. She took the ice out of the freezer, put it in her freezer in her room, and took all the bottled water and put it in her room and in her refrigerator that was in her room and said, I don't know how you gonna get ice, but I left you this faucet water ice and I made you some faucet water ice and put it in the freezer. Like I didn't pay for the fucking ice. Like I didn't pay for the bottle of water she had. And I called my brother and said, she acting funky. I ain't got time for this. I guess because I got my keys and she want me to leave now. He said, don't worry about it. Fuck her and don't give her nothing to fuck else. My food stamps ended up loading early because of something I went down there and did to let them know I had an apartment or whatever. And I think they owe me some back stamps or something. And he was like, if you got your back stamps, don't get that bitch nothing else. Let's go. I'm on my way to come get you. Pack your shit and let's go. When I tell you I packed up all my shit quietly and politely because she was on the phone 2-way, 3-way, 6-way, 10-way with a whole bunch of people and everybody egging her on like, I will go move into my apartment. Because she, as I'm telling her that I got my keys, she talking to them like she got her keys and they putting in their little input. She need to go sleep on the floor. I would go sleep on the floor. I wouldn't care as long as I got my apartment. It's only the 15th of the month, baby. And I gave you my rent money and all of my stamps. So, I went on ahead. My baby dad said, pack your shit. I did. She way back in the back of the house. Don't even hear me packing up, getting ready to go. She didn't come in the room, check the room, come in the room, feed the cat, nothing. I had my stuff packed, sitting by the door. He pulled up. His engine was real quiet. I think it just happened to be quiet. He sat there. And I put all my stuff. I opened the door quietly so she couldn't hear me. I handed him box after box, bag after bag that belonged to me. Hopped in his front seat, locked her door, closed it quietly so she wouldn't know I was gone. Do you know when she went in that room, she probably didn't even know that I was gone? Made up the bed, everything. The bed was made up. The room was clean back the way it was when I moved in and she, let me use the room. And I left quietly. I know when she went in that room, she probably was like, what the fuck? I didn't even hear her leaving. Yeah, you didn't. We too grown for me to be explaining what the fuck you did. You know you was wrong for that. So I left quietly. When I got in his seat, after we packed up my shit, I blocked her number so she couldn't call me no more. And I left quietly and quickly. Ain't heard from her since. We too grown to be explaining what the fuck you doing wrong. That's when I just shut the fuck up and leave quietly and politely. I left. Ain't turned back. I didn't had, like, I'm always feeling, another thing, I'm always feeling like I'm needed. I never can be, a person that needs. I'm always needed. Celeste, can I come stay with you? I don't got nowhere to stay. Oh, I came down here to get my kids and I ain't got nowhere to get back up to Cleveland. Can I come stay with you? And I'm always an open door. An open arm and an open door. What about me? What about what I need? What about my help? What about the help that I need? Nobody's helping me when I fall on hard times. Not even the man that I slept with and had a baby with. When they wanted to put him on parenting class, he said, nah, let's just wait. After the fact that he didn't take custody of his son. Wanting me to do everything. Like this wasn't even his child. So I just feel a little bummed out. I'm without family. I'm without friends. But it's okay because I'm going to be okay. And I don't care what nobody else think. I'm doing shit my way. My way. Everybody's where they want to be. My daughter chose to go back to North Homestead and be back. Her dad sent her back. My son got grown. I told him if he need... Children's Services called me because my son was truant. Like, they wanted me to take custody of him at 18. And I'm like, where was this energy when he was 12, 13, 14, 15? And then he literally said, I'm about to be 18 now. I don't need help. And he been working and doing whatever he want to do ever since. And I never knocked him. But don't knock me when I'm trying to get on my feet. Because you choose to sit up and smoke weed all day. You choose to do acid and put it on your tongue and trip out and have bad trip, good trips, whatever you call it. That's your life. Be who you want to be and I'll be who I want to be. And if who I want to be is not aligning with you, then you be the best me that you want me to be. You do whatever it is that you want me to do, you do it. However it is that you want me to live my life, you live it. But as for me, I'm doing what I got to do for the best for me. I can't do what's best for my son. I can't do what's best for my other kids. I can't. The only one I have to do what's best for is Ezekiel and myself right now. Ezekiel is my responsibility and I am my responsibility. The rest of y'all are grown. That's it. I just hate when I feel lonely because, like, 4th of July. I hate 4th of July. When 4th of July hit, I'm going to be sitting in this house looking stupid like, damn, it's the 4th of July and I'm by myself. When I was supposed to be in a so-called relationship with my baby dad, I was always at home by myself and alone. And the only time that I seen him during pregnancy and during, like, you know, after and before was when it was the weekend to drop off Faith. And that was it. Do you think he'd be like, babe, I'm going to my family house for the 4th of July. Come on, let's go. No. I'm always at home. What you about to get into? Nothing. Sit my ass at home. Then he walks out my door and go on to the next female that he about to lay with. I'm so angry I could put him on blast on Facebook right now with his picture and let everybody know what type of nigga he is and whatever bitch fucking with him gonna stop. Could, but I ain't did it. Because I'm trying to be a lady and exit quietly. So I just leave him alone and don't call him. I hate holidays because I'm by myself on the holidays. I don't have no family. I hate it. I just want my baby so I can hold my baby and have somebody to talk to, somebody to play with. The only days of the week that I like are Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I hate the rest of the days of the week. I hate when I'm here by myself and I don't have nobody to talk to. I hate when I don't have my baby and I can't hold him and kiss him and hug him and take care of him. I hate it. So, I just want to get that off my chest. And that's some of what I'm going through. And the next time that I date, I'm dating to marry. I don't want a big wedding. Let's just go down to the courthouse and get married. And I could change my baby last name to yours. And you could become the father and be a bomb-ass stepfather. I'm not dating no more to lay down with a man. I did that twice with the same man. I got 2 children by him. What did I get out of that? Nothing but a headache. But I'm not mad about the headache because I wanted my baby regardless. Like I said, 2 years ago, I wanted a baby. I didn't care if the nigga left me or said the baby wasn't mine and left me. All I wanted was a baby. Because my 3 kids just stopped giving a fuck about me. So I wanted another baby so I could love what's next to come. I don't even think I'm going to let this baby know that he has siblings. I don't even think they're going to be around him. It's just going to be me and him. If I blow up on YouTube, I'm moving to Calabasas, California. Or Los Angeles, whatever it's called, Los Angeles, Calabasas. I want to move to Calabasas and live my best life. I hate it here. Or I want to do good in my career where I'm traveling and going around the city being a producer for somebody's show. That's my plans for my life. But that's a little bit of what I wanted to get off my chest. I was just kind of emotional because I was just thinking about how People come into my life and they really not here for my best interest. They only here for a moment or whatever they can get out of me, and that's it. My baby dad thought he could control me, but now he knows he can't, so he don't fuck with me. He had my key because he thought that was a control tactic. And now that he doesn't have my key, he don't have nothing to do with me much, but except for the visit for the baby, and that's it. That's it. But I'm tired of being needed. Tired of people calling me talking about Celeste this, Celeste that, Celeste. No. Can I call on you when I need you? And before I wrap this up, I want to say I love y'all so much for letting me get this off my chest. Like, the positivity that y'all really be spreading and letting me know that it's okay and I could talk to y'all. I think that is so beautiful because there's times when I have nobody to talk to. I called my therapist today. You know what she told me? She said, we're not going to have a session today. I want to see if you can get through whatever it is that you're feeling by yourself. And then you call me, I think she said tomorrow. And that was kind of hard for me. So then that's when I ended up turning on the camera and talking. But that's my video for right now. I don't want to be sad. I was watching Kendra G singles and laughing at these people. I guess I'll go back to doing that because I ain't got nothing else to do. That's what I do all day anyway. But I'll see y'all in the next one. I love y'all so much.